Let's look at the strategist changes for Season 2, starting with Adam Warlock. Now, he was already not one of my favorites, and things are looking to go downhill. Adam Warlock does not have any anti-dive mechanics other than Soulbond. No mobility, no crowd control, and now Soulbond's cooldown increased from 30 seconds to 40 seconds. So if you use it for 40 seconds, you are completely vulnerable. His ultimate was again not the strongest, as we have Rocket's Beacon, who does the same thing but just for one player. But his ultimate now brings back allies with 30% of their maximum HP instead of a flat 100 HP. This is good for tanks because if you have 700 HP, you'll be brought back with 210, but if you have only 250, you'll be brought back with 75, which makes you even more vulnerable. Like for example, a Magneto basic attack can one-shot you right after your revival. Overall, Adam Warlock becomes even weaker in Season 2. For Cloak and Dagger, we have only one minor tweak with their ultimate. Right now, each zone would last for 8 seconds and disappear in the order they were created. Now, each zone will last until the last zone disappears, so basically the first 3 zones will stay a bit more on the ground. The ultimate was nerfed during Season 1.5, so now with this slight improvement, I can say it's in a good spot right now, so that's a good and necessary change. Invisible Woman gets a tweak as well, reducing her shield from 300 points to 250 points, so you'll need to be a bit more careful with it as it will disappear slightly faster. It's nothing game-breaking, so she will definitely remain one of the top-tier supports in the game, as this change does not alter or break anything significant. Loki will get a cooldown increase for his regeneration domain from 25 seconds to 30 seconds. Now for himself, this is not so bad, as he also has the ability that makes him invisible and creates a clone in his place to deal with potential threats and survive. But this was one of his burst healing abilities, his lifeline that he could throw. Yet his healing, especially when he has his clones up, is more than enough to keep the team alive, so this change will require a bit more game sense to know when to use and when to keep your regeneration domain. Again, nothing breaking, so I don't expect Loki to be bad or useless in Season 2, and it's also not bad or useless to subscribe to the channel since it helps me out a lot and keeps you updated with the game. Moving on, a huge and very important buff comes to Mantis, who, although she will have her HP reduced from 275 to 250, her orbs will now stack twice for a maximum total of 16 seconds, which is absolutely huge, and I believe it is a very welcome change. Just imagine you put 2 orbs at the start of the fight on your DPS and they are buffed for 16 seconds, which is a lot of time for you to focus on other stuff. Or you can put 2 healing orbs on a Spidey or Black Panther and they will have plenty of time to go in there, unleash their bursts and get out in those 16 seconds. Mantis is a hero that I already love and this will make her much better and easier to play. So good change, and Mantis will probably become more prevalent in the competitive scene now. By far the biggest changes this season come to Rocket Raccoon. His area healing from his orbs drop from 70 HP per second to just 50, but if he directly hits someone, he gets instantly healed for 55 HP. Now, one of the problems with Rocket was that he did not have enough direct healing, so if he would face a burst on a tank, he might not be able to save that tank. But now with this change, I think he will become a much better healer than before, and he can be the anchor healer for a game. He takes a hit in mobility though, with his jetpack cooldown increasing from 6 seconds to 10 seconds and the distance decreasing from 10 meters to 8 meters. But he still has the wall run, which gives him a lot of speed, so he will still be capable of running away from divers, although you might want to be a bit more mindful about when you use your dashes. The ultimate is changed to be a more, or let's say a mix of an offensive ultimate and a defensive one. The damage boost will drop from 40% to 25%, but the allies in range will receive 100 bonus health per second, capped at 150 total bonus health. I think this is a good move because many players complained online about being forced out of picking Rocket because the team wanted a strong defensive ultimate. The revamped ultimate will definitely not be the strongest defensive ultimate, but it will have some important defense, balancing Rocket out to be more in line with the rest of the healers. All in all, these are some pretty good changes, except Adam Warlock, who I personally feel that he is one of the hardest healers to play and took a significant nerf in his only survivability ability. Mantis and Rocket Raccoon get some nice changes, while Loki, Cloak and Dagger and Invisible Woman have some tweaks that are not breaking and do not make them much better or much worse. Now, if you enjoyed the video, please drop a like and a sub. If you didn't, let me know why in the comments so I can improve, and until then, I'll see you in the next video.